Hey, today I have two list reviews for you, and the first one is from Jackson. Jackson, who has been featured on this channel, um, is going to the Origins Game Fair in Ohio, which is hosted by Jason Sater, also a name that I recognize from the US competitive scene, and it's on June the 22nd. It's 1,000 points, 15 organized cap. You can tag a maximum of 2 flamers and 1 heavy howitzer and a maximum of 1 free unit. And Jackson is writing that he's going with his Italians. He wants to do something new-ish, something not like he got bored of his what was it? His US, yeah. So let's go and see what he's doing, shall we? This is it. 14 order dice, 1,000 points. 14 order dice, perfectly fine. You don't need to go to 15, not in my book anyway. Italian reinforced platoon for Origins Game Fair. Right. Inexperienced second lieutenant with an extra man. Does he need an extra man? Maybe not, but it's nice. Alpinis. These are placeholders because he's taking the M battalions. They cost the same, the Alpinis. So he's taking Elm battalions. Let's just check out what he's doing with that. Let me just see if he's taking them. Veteran, black shirt with tough fighters or rifles. Yeah. So it's exactly the same cost. That's why he's taking them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Alpinis. So they are veteran black shirts. Oh, I would ideally wish, just for my OCD, that every unit was an 8-man unit or a 7-man unit. It's almost as good. Um, do you need 8? Yeah, I think you actually do a little bit because they're fanatic tough fighters. They need to get in there and get stuck. They will take casualties, even in close combat. But 4 of them, that's a lot of firepower. It's a lot of fighting and yeah. Inexperienced medium machine gun, not needed. But if you do have that pack where the medium machine gun does deliver something, well, you might get a free pin. Inexperienced medium mortar, the way I run it. Sniper team, yep. Flamethrower team, yep. Anti-tank rifle teams. Now, I've been asked by a lot of people to do a redo of competitive Italians since Case Blue. I'm sorry, I can't really be asked to do it because, um, one, they're not really in Easy Army, but this is more or less how you would build a competitive. This is one of the builds at least. So you take as many of the M battalions, not the Alpini, M battalions as you possibly can. I think this needs to go though. And then you take all the anti-tank rifles you can. Anti-tank rifles, autocannons, that is gold. So because you get a reroll with the Case Blue rules, you get a reroll for penetration with that. A heavy howitzer, not needed, but Jackson writes that he had one model he really wanted to field it, so do so. I would rather go with some sort of autocannon. A 2+ autocannon would be perfect here. The L6 with the light autocannon. Could also go with the Sahariana, which has a lot more machine guns, but costs a little bit more, and is soft-skinned. The L3 Tankette, that has a flamethrower, forward-facing flamethrower. Ideally not. Again, I would go with the Sahariana or equivalent. There's a lot of soft-skinned vehicles with autocannons in the Italian list. For competitive play, that is better. If you have that one, want to roll out the L3 Tankette, do so. But and a Fiat transport for the flamethrower. So double flamethrowers, 1 heavy howitzer, no free units. He's perfectly in the pack. Yeah, I like it. Should he exchange one of these with a Cavalria? This is an M battalion build, right? The only thing that I would do differently to optimize the build is to take a lot more autocannons. Um, different folks, different strokes. But you could also exchange one of these for a Cavalleria Savoia Cavalleria unit. Is it a good idea? Maybe, maybe. It's all assault, right? And the Savoia Cavalleria really benefits from having a table where it can push up along one flank and get into the enemy's back lines and start assaulting and killing stuff. Will it work though? It's difficult to say, isn't it? Which is better? The veterans can go down. They are a little bit more survivable. The cavalry is liable to get pinned and then shot to pieces once they start charging. Yeah, I really like it. It's a good platoon, Jackson. Good platoon. Right. The second one is from Ewan, who's going to the Scottish Nationals. He's thinking about what platoons to do for that. So the Scottish Nationals will be in September, but he's also going to a tournament here in June and is maybe thinking of running the same platoon. Let's check it out. So that's 1100 points, 17 order dice, British Reinforced Platoon for the Scottish Nationals, 24. Inexperienced second lieutenant, again with an extra man, maybe not needed, but nice to have. Double Canadian flamethrower, regular engineers, veteran engineers, veteran. Wants them to survive. Okay. Free forward artillery observer, a guard unit with guards discipline. I see a lot of people using this. I don't myself, but a lot of people are. Double Gurkhas, 7-man unit, vengeance. Nice. I think this is a nice little addition here. He's not running up an Adam because why would that benefit him? Most of his army is not Gurkhas, right? It is other stuff. So vengeance is actually better overall. Like mathematically, vengeance should be better um, because he's not relying on the 2 Gurkha units here to kill everything for him. Medium mortar, inexperienced. Nice, Ewan. Sniper team regular, flamethrower team regular, Pier team regular. He's taking all the small teams here. Light howitzer, 25 pounder, yes, regular. All the greatest hits of Great Britain. PPA flamethrower. This can be very, very dangerous, but for 68 points, you actually take a flamethrower and jeep for cheaper than that. So points for value, it's not actually worth it. However, it is an extra flamethrower, so you are now at 4 flamethrowers in this list. It is a barbecue list, which is dangerous. I mean, really dangerous. Then Bren carriers, 1, 2, and a Jeep, and a Steward, a darker version Steward. That's a so it's barbecue. There's assault. There is like double iterate fire. It's got a lot of Daka with 2 Bren carriers, and Steward. I think this list has it all. It's a very, very strong list, Ewan. Very strong. I don't think I could optimize this. If you're going to go this route of not, like running all assault or running all Daka or whatever, I think this is more or less an optimized version of what you could build with 1100 points. Very, very strong. 17 order dice is also a fairly good order dice count. Yeah, I think you should do well with this. Train it up and see how it goes. Cheers.